and we are going to do our practice quiz. Okay, so we need our calculators out. If your name is up there, you still owe me, I need you to get that paid, or you're gonna have to do these problems by hand, and that is not fun at all. You can Google it, but it's just not fun. So we need to get our fines paid. We're up there 50 cents per time. Get yourselves paid up. All right, here we go. So our practice quiz has 2 problems. Your real quiz only has 1. I just took a whole page, and we're going to do 2 practice problems. So the first thing I did, and this is the first thing you need to do, you need to write down the matrix that you're going to put into your calculator. So that's what I did, hopefully carefully here. I wrote down all of my numbers in the problem, the x, y, z's, and equals. I included all the negatives, and everything is nice and lined up. So all the x's, y's, and z's are in a row, okay? So now I'm ready to go to my calculator. Second matrix, over to edit, and hit enter. Now, how big is this first matrix that I'm putting into my calculator? Well, be careful. How many rows? 3. How many columns? 4. This is a 3 by 4. So 3, enter, 4, enter. And now I'm just going to type in the numbers carefully, because if you type in a wrong number, you will not get the right answer. Once you get all of the numbers typed in, make sure you hit enter. That's a mistake sometimes you make. After you type that last number, make sure you hit enter. And then you remember what we do? We quit. So second, quit. And then we go right back in. Second matrix. This time we click over just to math, and then go all the way down to RREF. That's the button we're gonna press. Enter, and then second matrix, enter again. Uh-oh, did you get a bunch of decimals when you did that? This is what happens when I don't rig the problem. When I just make up numbers, answers don't come out nice and neat. So what you're going to do is, everybody listen now. First of all, everybody get to this point where you got the decimals. See the decimals? They're going off the screen. They're so awful. Here's what I want you to do. Press math, your math button, your regular math button, right where my finger is. The very first option there is frac. That's what I want. Hit enter. And it will change the decimals into fractions, and that's how you're going to write your answer. Because the decimals were so awful, you'd have to round them off. I don't want you rounding them off. So the answer is going to be those fractions. So we're going to write down the matrix that comes out. And then that is your X, Y, and Z. Please know that for tomorrow, I did not rig the problems. If I got really lucky when I wrote the questions, they might come out with nice, neat numbers, but they probably won't. They'll probably come out like this, which is perfectly okay. You hit math, frac, and that will change them into fractions, and that's your answer. On tomorrow's quiz, one problem. This is exactly what you write down, okay? So you put down the matrix that goes in, RREF produces this matrix, and there is your answer. Now, if you didn't get that, let's try the next one. The quiz tomorrow has just one problem, but we're going to practice another one. Did you notice when you looked at problem number 2 that it's bigger? it has 4 letters. So when I set up my matrix, I have an A column, a B column, a C column, and a D column. Whatever is missing gets a 0. Now, that means it's missing. If there's just a plain A, that's a 1. That's a 1A. But if the letter is missing, like the first equation does not have a D, right? So I put a 0 there for D. And then hopefully I got these all right. Oh, the bottom row does not have a B, so I had to put a 0 in B. Everything has to be lined up. Make sure if you're sticking in zeros, you're sticking them in the right spot. Does anybody have a question about the setup of that matrix right there? Obviously, if you don't set that up right, you're not going to get the right answer. So we gotta be able to get it set up. All right, so here we go. Second matrix, over to edit, enter. How big is this matrix now that I'm putting in? It's a 4 by 5. So 4, enter, 5, enter. I'm gonna put my numbers in. Anybody match these? Are these the answers? Anybody match those? Okay, good. Because I can type wrong numbers too. All right, after you get that -9 in, be sure you hit enter, and then second quit. Okay, then back in we go. Second matrix. Click over to math. Down all the way to RREF, enter, second matrix, enter. Oh, this one actually came out in decimals. That looks like they end, let me double check, I'm just gonna, oh no, they don't end, they're crappy. Okay, I gotta go back and get fractions. So how did we say we were gonna get fractions? Go, just press your math button. And enter, and it'll give you fractions. And you can arrow over to see the fractions. The matrix is kind of big. I got 353 over 248. Does that sound familiar? -131 over 62, 1/8, and -3861 over 248. So that's my answer. There you go. And again, all the problems we did before, I rigged so that the answers would come out nice whole numbers for you, or nice integers. These are not rigged, and it will not be rigged on your quiz. No big deal, just hit math frac, and that will give you the fractional answers. You just hit the math button on the calculator, the third button down, hit math, hit enter, and I'll change it right into it for you. Okay. So that's what happens tomorrow, just a small quiz, one problem, totally on the calculator. Okay?